This community prides itself in academic excellence.
The quality of the education our students at Lake Forest receive is really second to none.
There is definitely a mismatch between the standard for the type of educational experience we want our students to have and the actual facility those students reside in while they're receiving that education.
I graduated in 1986 from Lake Forest High School. The things that were here, actually most of the classrooms look, in a lot of cases, very similar.
The external beauty of this building camouflages the needs and the urgency of some of the conditions inside the building.
Bringing kind of a newer environment today is critical for us to stay current and competitive.
On the front of the building, those historic windows are single pane glass. They are very inefficient.
Some of those windows, you can actually feel the cold air coming through.
There's definitely temperature control issues. You'll see teachers and students putting textbooks on the ventilators to try and control the temperature.
Heating, ventilation, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, roofing.
I think our staff has done an incredible job of keeping our equipment running, keeping our building open.
They're at the point where they are in danger of actually disrupting classes and learning in the school. Basically, 50% of your building has not been updated in a significant amount of time.
While we have so many things to celebrate, there is a ceiling or a limitation on how far we can take the learning environments within our current structures.
There have been extraordinary changes in the workplace, and that needs to be reflected in the way that we prepare the students for life beyond academia.
When you go back into the high school science labs, it's almost as if I'm going back in time to where I was in a classroom 15 plus years ago.
There are classrooms with furniture that is, in some cases, bolted to the floor. In other cases, it's heavy and cumbersome. And so a lot of the collaborative work that is part of educating children today isn't possible.
We want to make sure that our students feel like they can be included in all of our spaces. And right now, we really have spaces that are very difficult for students who may have physical disabilities to access.
Our staff has asked us to help provide an environment that allows them to teach the way education is taught today and allows our students the opportunity to learn the way students are learning today. Ensuring that our students walk into this building, that our teachers and our staff walk into this building, and that concern doesn't hit them when they cross the threshold. I want our students and our families to trust that safety is a priority and that the measures available today exist in this building to protect everybody.
Walls were simply put up without any insulation or soundproofing. And so in my line of work, confidentiality is really important. And when we are holding meetings with parents or holding meetings with students with confidential matters, those conversations can be heard through the walls. And that's just not very good best practice in our field.
Students, if they have to go to a departmental office to get help from a teacher, those offices can be very intimidating.
You can just tell from the way that they enter that room, they don't know if this is a place they're welcome, they don't feel comfortable, they're immediately nervous about trying to find their teacher.
They're completely closed off from the corridor. The students feel like they're closed off from the rest of the school. They don't feel comfortable going into those spaces. So either they go into those spaces and feel uncomfortable in the situation, or they simply avoid that discomfort and they don't get the help that they need.
We're in a unique position to lead. The ability for us to invest both in the kids and show as a model for both the community locally as well as the state and nationally how learning can evolve.
we can ensure that the space in which we are providing instruction will enhance the educational opportunities and speak to the academic excellence that these communities so value.
Now is the time to make some really, really significant changes so that what we've learned to be proud of in Lake Forest High School, what we've learned to expect from Lake Forest High School, is something we can still deliver at Lake Forest High School.